It's raining now, and I'm too scared to go outside and check up on my garden. The sun's not out to guard it, and I'm scared. There's thunder now, I heard online that water from the sky can kill you. Storms aren't warm with no one to turn to. Yeah, I miss you.
Hello guys, can you hear me? What's up guys? Testing, testing, testing. Am I audible here? We gotta figure this out. It's been a minute guys. Bear with me here. We gotta get the methods down again. Once more. Yes. Good to know. All right. That should suffice, I think. Kicking my feet and screaming, I love your streams. Heck yeah, dude. I appreciate that. And I'm ready to get into this darned thing, dude. Yeah, so it's been a minute since I've streamed. Hold on. Can you guys hear me? That's the question. That's the real question here. And yeah, that's me right there. All right. So it's been a minute since I've streamed because I've been dealing with an ear infection for a little while. It's kind of gotten better now. I'm chilling now. But yeah, my ear was like super messed up. I could barely even hear anything out of my right ear for like a solid week or so. And it was pretty miserable and horrible and awful. So I wasn't really able to stream or do much of anything at all. So yeah, that was the vibe recently for me. But I got some antibiotics and I'm kind of chilling now. So yeah, what have I done today? Nothing crazy. I edited a video that's going to be coming out soon. I also tried to learn how to code in C++, which did not go very well, but I'm learning slowly but surely. Yeah, so that's the vibe. I went on a run this morning. The run went well. It's nice weather outside. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. How do you know if you got mine? It should be all right there if I got yours. I did not get yours, I guess. I don't know. If you see your name on the screen, then I got yours. All right. Let's go. Let's do this thing, man. First up, we got MT Syntho. Couldn't decide between a few tracks, but eventually decided on this one. We'll release and distribute soon. Little smiley face, curly smiley face. Different than my typical tracks. I was trying to experiment with J-pop. Interesting. Let's hear it. Not a super big fan of that kick sound, personally. Got some groove to it, though. So, I think the first main thing that I think of is that there's a lot going on with the drums and everything, and I feel like the development with the drums is really good. But the dun, 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 piano just kind of gets a little bit repetitive. Like I would develop that in the same, like develop the melodic aspects of the song in the same way that you kind of developed all the drums and everything, because that just is kind of like you're expecting something more when this happens, and it's just the same piano. So layer that up a bunch. Sorry, Google Drive doing its thing. Google Drive doing the Google Drive thing. Yeah, see, like here you start to develop it, but it's like you're starting to develop the melodic aspect probably like 32 bars late. And even this, like the drums are super heavy and the melody still sounds kind of thin, even with that little flute thing that you added in there. So just layering this up a lot more would help it. Really good job on the mixing with the drums though, I will say. I'm kind of also wanting this part to like go somewhere. Like that piano part just feels kind of unresolved. Like I feel like I'm wanting it to lead to something bigger and more resolute than just like kind of the same thing looping over and over, if that makes sense. Because like here I'm expecting like a big drop and then it kind of just goes back into the same thing, I feel like. Yeah, a guitar lead or something would be a good idea. Okay, Google Drive. Guys, don't you just love Google Drive? So reliable and consistent and good. Yeah, I think really just the main problem is that the energy in the melody stays like exactly the same when it should be kind of rising and falling. And like especially when you have a drop kind of the way that you had, you really want the energy to like build up a ton and then all that tension that you build up to release when the drop comes in. That's like the whole like concept of making a drop is like tension and release, and that's a lot of music as well, is that tension and that release. So having that build up a lot more and then just kind of feel like having that build up and then it just feel like it's the same thing is kind of like anticlimactic, I guess, for like to my ear. So yeah, I would just fill that out with a lot more melody so that you can kind of control the energy of the song a little bit better, you know, if that makes sense. So cool track though. Yeah, I really like the way that you did the drums and everything, but yeah, I think those melodies just need more work. All right, Cedric, song for stream. Hi, I was trying out a dream pop type of song and was wondering how I could make the whole thing a bit more engaging, as I think it gets a bit stale towards the end. Let me know. I shall let you know. Dream pop test. Cool drums. I think the background vocals should be a little bit more present. Like obviously I get that the the point is for them to be like very ambient and stuff, but they can be ambient without them being like actually background vocals, and I think for something like this you kind of want those to be more present. Also, I like the reverb on the drums, but I think that you could tone that down a little bit, just because it's kind of like a lot of reverb and like really washing out the drums. So to get a little bit more clarity and kind of have those punch through in the mix a little bit more, I'd kind of tone back some of that reverb. Because reverb itself can get kind of repetitive as well when you just have the same reverb throughout the whole thing, you know? I'd like to hear the bass be brought out a little bit more in the parts where the drums are coming in. Because I can hear some decent bass here, but having more bass in those main parts would sound good. There's also a couple parts in there too where because you have so much reverb on like literally everything, it kind of is making it a little bit muddy, because you can have a lot of reverb to the point where it kind of makes your mix sound bad. So I think toning down the reverb on like a lot of that is going to clean up the mix a little bit. Like obviously still keep the reverb, but just to a lesser extent. It's cool though. I just want to hear the natural drum tone come out a little bit more, because it's a nice drum sound, but it just is like buried in reverb. I like all the little like guitar synth stuff that's coming out in the background too. But these vocals kind of get repetitive. I think as you bring them back in like over and over again, it's like, okay, we got it now, you know? So adding something else in there, like guitar solo right there would sound really good, or like some sort of other synth lead or something like that. Because this is just kind of the same thing, like repeating over and over. So having some sort of other instrument in there, even one that just comes in for like 16 bars or 8 bars or whatever, that's going to keep it so that it doesn't get like stale. And I would not have the vocal repeat so much, just because it is such a small, like short little vocal thing. It does tend to get repetitive. But this is cool though. I do like the like ambient dream pop-esque vibe. But definitely bring those drums out a little bit more. Cool though, I like that. What do we got? What do we got next? We got Solidiverse. Solidiverse. Real Man. Unreleased. Let's check it out. For sure, man. I'm excited to hear more from you from that in that particular style. Okay, we got some heat already. Real Man. Hear it. Yeah, this is sick.
Tell me one time that you have me. I've been overthinking every every damn song that I write, they surround me.
The guitars are so good.
I can end up road running, living on the street. But I said I'd never give it up. I'm a true spitting man, no pressure, keep my word me. And I'm scared I'll fuck up my life, but if I don't try, I will hate me. I'm scared
This is sick.
I'll fuck up my life, but will you be there to save me? Time to overcome the doubts, had the thoughts running out my mouth. Overthinking doesn't do me good. When I lay out there decaying on the couch, I'ma say this one time, I'm just one guy. Drop my heart into the stream of mine. You ain't never gonna see me giving. I'm a real man, making real plans. And I'm scared I'll fuck up my life, but if I don't try, I will hate me. I'm scared I'll fuck up my life, but will you be there to save me?
I mean, that was sick. I have genuinely just no criticisms or complaints at all about that. Just make it longer. I feel like that's my only problem with it. That was so good, man. Yeah, the other track that I heard from you too was really incredible too. Yeah, I'm excited to hear more from you, man. Let me know when that song comes out on like Spotify and stuff, because I'll definitely be saving that bad boy. Super cool, man. All right. Next up, we got Lucas. Yeah, that was super fire. Poofer. Is that how you say it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Call back. I think he said this is the one with the breakbeat jump scares. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got in store for us today. Puffer. Okay. I shall try to remember that. Wrote, sang, mix, and mastered it. Dope. It sounds good. The mix and the master is really good. What up, Tylo? Thank you. Appreciate you. That's nice. I like that transition. What up, Secret? That's a cool melody. I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, I'm enjoying this too. I would like to have this part build a little bit earlier though. It goes on for a little bit long. Like that could probably come in maybe like 16 bars earlier. Hi, feezo. I'm an old subscriber. Just subscribed again using my oldest account. Love you. Love you too, bro. Thank you for subscribing once more. I appreciate you. Bitch taught me how to make plug and B beats back in like 2021. Now I got songs with moves and streams. Dude, that's sick, man. I love to hear that. That's fucking awesome. That makes me feel good. I appreciate you, man. Hell yeah. Here's the break beat. Of course, dude. Always gonna be grinding. Yeah, this is sick, man. Yeah, that was dope, man. I think, honestly, the couple criticisms that I have is this part, I feel like I wanted to build to something more than this. Like, I feel like this just was a little bit disjointed from, like, where this was leading. Also, this build up here could have probably been, like, 8 to 16 bars sooner, because this goes on for, like, a full minute. Also, same with the intro. I think you could probably cut this by, like, 20 seconds or so, just because it goes on for a while. But other than that, I really have no complaints. I love this part at the end with the drums. Super good, man. I like that a lot. Honestly, you could even add some more melodies into this just to fill it out even more, just so that it's like super high energy. But yeah, really awesome track. Get this shit ass cover art off of here. Why don't we got to put some other cover art that like isn't like 360p. But yeah, super awesome track, man. Every track from yours I always enjoy. Like, you're definitely a very talented producer, so keep doing your thing, man. Alrighty, what else we got? First of all, thank you, feezo, for reading my message. You're welcome. I don't have much songs out. I will show you this song made 4 years ago. Please excuse my bad English. I speak well now, by the way, and ignore cringy lyrics. LOL. I shall. It's actually 240p. Yeah. If you like it, I encourage you to share it with others. Again, thank you. Thank you. Let's check it out. Do not put the YouTube link into the subject. No, put it into the content of the email. It's pinned. Also, if you want to submit, there's a link in the description. Link in the description tells you how to do that. All right, let's hear it. Alan, the grandson, with All Right When You Smile.
When you started smiling, I said, oh my God, I feel the gravity, I fall apart. Do you want to ride in my brand new car? You will feel the night, I will hear your scars. Alright, smiling, I said, oh my God, I feel the gravity, I fall apart. Do you want to ride in my brand new car? You will feel the night, I will hear your scars. Alright.
So, I mean, it's hard to give accurate feedback because it's an old song, obviously, but the first thing I noticed is that the bass is kind of out of key. It just sounds a little bit off. Also, the timing on the vocal delivery could be a little bit better. Like, when you deliver those, email just unpin extras. One sec. Thank you for that. That is accurate. It's in the description, though. Hold on. Sorry, I was mid feedback. Okay. All right. That's better. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, your vocal delivery could be a little bit more on time. Like when you are saying the words that are more emphasized in the song, those should be like on beat, and sometimes they come a little bit early, sometimes they come a little bit late after that beat comes in. So I think that that definitely needs to be improved. Also, some of the high end in the beat is like really abrasive. SoundCloud is preferred, but you can also do MP3 is also preferred. WAV just takes a long time to load, and Google Drive is kind of dog shit. So.
I mean, we can do a lot of beautiful things. Enjoy the night that you love human beings. Just forget about the end, just think about the moment.
Yeah, mostly just that high end in the open hat is really kind of sticking out. It's fine. If you have WAV, that's fine, because I'm just gonna go through in order of who sent them and everything. So if everybody sends like too many extra ones, it'll be like a while before I get to it anyway. WAV is fine. I can work with it. Yeah, no problem.
I was a prig, I never needed lies. I never needed lies, 'cause I believe your lies. 'Cause I believe your lies. You will feel the love that we feel.
I think also the first thing that comes to mind with this is that the flow is like the same for 4 minutes throughout the beat, which gets like really repetitive. It's just that kind of like da 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 flow over and over and over again. So having some parts in there to kind of switch that up and like give a little bit of a break, I think would benefit a lot. Yeah, that's dope, man. It's hard to give like accurate feedback because since it was so long ago, there's probably like a lot of stuff that you have improved upon by now, and like a lot of the feedback that I would give, you probably already know by now. But I'm excited to hear if you've got anything new as well. But yeah, dope. What do we got next? We got Afonso Monteiro, I think is how you say it. Hey, back again with another song. Smiley face. Love you, feezo. Love you too. Let's hear this bad boy. Appreciate your feedback. I appreciate you sending a song, man. Thank you. Alrighty. Bogart Contract. This is a cool little cover art. Bandcamp is a cool little website. I've never really experimented much with it, but it's cool that you can kind of like customize it and everything. Not sure what the mix on this one. Okay. I'll examine the mix for you. Drums sound good already. Guitars sound great too. I love the lead guitar. You could probably bring the bass out a little bit more. The bass is kind of not super present. You could probably open up the filter on your voice a little bit more. Like, I get that that's a stylistic thing, but having it be a little bit more open so you get a little bit more of like frequencies in there, I think would sound good. I think particularly just because nothing else is filtered, having everything else super clean and then your voice be super filtered kind of sounds a little bit off. So either filtering everything else down a little bit more or opening up the filter on your voice would, I think, make it mesh a little bit better. You could also probably layer up the vocals a little bit more too, like just having maybe like, I don't know, like two to four other vocal recordings that you just kind of, pan to either side, kind of tuck away a little bit in the mix just to thicken up your main vocal, because it does sound like it's basically, and this doesn't help because you have the filter on there, but it sounds like it's just like everything else going on, and then your vocal is like this one tiny little thing down the middle, and having that vocal stick out a little bit more, not stick out a little bit more, but like just have a little bit more body to it, I think would help the song a lot. It's awesome though. I'll just walk out the door. These are not open back headphones, these are closed back headphones. The way you develop your drums is very good. Yeah, it's tough to judge from like a headphone to headphone basis, but these headphones are really good because it's a very flat profile, so I can hear like almost as accurately as the sound really is. Yeah, this is awesome, dude. I think, honestly, I would like to hear at the end there, after that chorus, you bring in like some sort of crazy guitar solo or something like that. I think that would sound really cool. And maybe like just to shorten it a little bit, maybe take out one of the choruses, and then, just have a little bit more, so it's not like a, fucking 5 minute, 30-second long song. But having the song be how it is perfect because it sounds really great. All your guitar tones are really good. Also, the drums sound really good. I think these are programmed drums. Did you program the drums? Either way, the way that you kind of, instead of just doing like the same drum loop for 8 bars and then looping that for the whole song, you have like different sections within your drums, which is really good, and it's like a sign of somebody who's good at like composing a track. Super cool, man. I every song that you've sent I've enjoyed, so I'm looking forward to hearing more stuff from you. All right. This one is from Torres. Yeah, they sound great, man. Do you play drums in the other bands? Or do you just play guitar? I'd imagine you play guitar. You're a pretty good guitarist. What up, Dantich? How are you, my friend? Yeah, I don't really have too much criticism on that one because it sounded awesome. Feezo feedback moment. This is an unreleased track / demo I have been working on, thinking about dropping it. Want to know your opinion. All right. I shall give my opinion. You fall 5. Give me 3. There's no links. You can't like share links on my channel, but you can just put your name, your Spotify name. People will find you in there. I think these vocals at certain parts are like very abrasive to where it's like kind of unpleasant to listen to. Not the track, but like the certain parts where it's really sharp and like really cuts through. It's kind of not pleasant to my ear. I would just bring those down a little bit in the mix. This is cool though. I like these drums. Honestly, one thing you can just do is like take all the vocals and just do a little bit of a high shelf and just bring out some of that high end, because it's a lot of the high end is really what's causing that like abrasiveness. No new music to share today, Dantich. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah, I think doing that and just bringing down the volume of the vocals. Okay, that's not your song. That's Google Drive. The composition and the layout and everything is really good. Like it definitely doesn't get boring or repetitive at all. That's a crazy switch up. Yeah, that was cool. That was just very interesting the whole way throughout. I think my main problem is just with that main vocal. It's just like way too present. And it should be more of like an instrument thing. Like it should act as kind of like an instrument in the song instead of being like in your face vocal. So tucking that away a little bit. And also it's kind of dry for like the type of vocal that it is too. So I would maybe just add some more reverb and some effects and stuff on that. But yeah, getting that to be not so abrasive, that'll make this song like pretty much perfect. It was awesome, man. Loved it. The song has been used all since you recommend it in your free alternative synths video, so I hope you like the monster you created. Nice. That's dope. Yeah, that video's a long time ago I made that. All right. This one, oh, here we go. Nice. All right, I touched both the song and the album cover. The album name kind of sucks right now, but it is a work in progress. It is a working in progress. Sorry I don't have any new additions to the Balls saga. That's okay. There's always time for more additions to the Balls saga. Cover art, Alien Love Story. Did you draw this? It's pretty cool if you drew this. It's a very good drawing. Ashes MP3. Let's hear it. I do remember this one, I think. Isn't this Balls 1 or whatever? The first Balls that I heard? Okay, yeah, I remember this. The vocals are mixed better, it sounds like. I like the vocal mix a lot better on this. That was cool, man. I like that. I really have no complaints about it. I think the only thing that I thought of right off the bat was that the guitars that come in during this part they sound like they're very panned. Like, I don't know if they're 100% hard panned, but having those be like slightly more mono on either side would be good, just so that it doesn't sound like I'm getting all information here and nothing here. I would like to have like a little bit more towards the front. So that's really the only thing I would say, but really cool though. Yeah, I would not hard pan those all the way. Hard panning is usually like too extreme for my taste. I think it makes it to where you lack information right down the middle. So having that not be so wide is generally better. First time stream watcher here. Do you have preference for this type of stuff to listen to? Nope, no preference at all. Whatever you want to send in, I will listen to, and I will do my best to give you feedback. We got a lot of people that send in a lot of different stuff in here, so we've got quite the variety up in here. Nine-Drian says, I haven't learned the guitar I got last month yet, so I wonder if it's okay to send my new rap EP songs. Of course it is. Same answer. Send in whatever you got, man. Whatever you got is fine with me. Yeah, hard panning is generally too extreme for most cases. Depends on what you're doing, but yeah. All right. Sorry. Help. Nice. This one's called Help from Musicu. Weird Dream. .mp3. Let's hear it. Oh yeah.
Oh no, I end up in this weird dream again. I can't move, I can't speak, but I know you are here. You show up in front of me with your empty eyes.
Yeah. Only works if you're the Beatles. This is sick, dude. I mean, yeah, hard panning works if you don't have only a layer that's hard panned. You have to have other things in there to where, like, you fill out the space. I mean, this is like super early 2000s kind of vibe to it, which is super cool. I feel like something in the realm of that as far as the cover art would be sick. Yeah, that's sick, man. I honestly have no complaints about that. I think just drop this bad boy because it's mixed very well. Like, your vocals are very, like, they fit really well into the song and everything. So, yeah, super cool. It's about sleep paralysis experience. Yeah, I've been having sleep paralysis lately. It's one of the worst things ever. It sucks. Okay. Feedback live. Hey man, been watching the channel for a while as well. You and Zol helped me learn a genre outside of my comfort zone. That's dope, man. Heck yeah. Alright, sounds good, Huxid. I react to the songs in the order that they're sent. So I'll get to that when I do. I may not though, because I might not stream for that much longer. Just because I still got to work out or eat dinner and all that kind of stuff. But I just want to kind of hop on. And you know, just get the ball rolling a little bit again with the streams. Get back into the groove of things. All right, this one's from Trey Rue, maybe that's how you say it. Browser, produced by J Rewind. Alternative rock. Let's hear it.
Look at me go, look at me go, look at me go,
Heck yeah.
look at me go, look at me, look at me go. Say,
Love the
look at me
drums.
go.
Yeah,
Say,
total
look at me
Tame Impala vibe.
Why am I just
That bass is so
like a
good.
window browser? Surface scrolling, searching for hours. No man should have all this power. My race about 100 miles per hour. Look at me go, look at me go.
Program drops on top of live ones. Heck
Look
yeah.
at me go.
They sound great.
Look at me go. Look at me go. Look at me go. Look at me go. I know you feel like a window browser. Time won't heal you unless you allow it. I've been trapped in
This is sick, man.
this history. Finding Scooby Doo to help solve this mystery. Clean up the cache, clear out the cookies. It's like my band back. So give me that good shit. Come on and jam, babe. That bassline too groovy. On the road like a film star, like I'm making a movie.
That's sick, man. It's, dude, sorry to pause it, but like, it's crazy to think that, like, to hear you say that like watching me and Coleman made you experiment and like hear how good this song is. I'm like, that makes me very proud of like the stuff that I do. Cause like for you to be inspired by us and make something this good, I'm like, heck yeah, dude, I did something right. I think so good, man. It's awesome. This is also like so unique too. Like this is so just like your kind of style that you've created with this. So that's awesome to see. And that's like kind of the goal, like when you're making music, is you want to have kind of your own lane. And I think with this, you've definitely got your own lane. So it's super, super cool to see. Just like a window browser. Yeah, I like the phaser in this part. Look at me go. Look at me go. Or flanger, or whatever you want to call it. Say, look at me go. Look at me go. Look at me go. Yeah, definitely in the Tame Impala bag for sure. So good, man. Is this on Spotify? If it's not on Spotify, put this bad boy on Spotify for sure. Yeah, because that was fucking awesome. Super cool. Waltz the producers, another inspiration for the song. I could hear that too. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is sick, and I want to hear more of this kind of style from you, because that was awesome, man. It's everywhere. Yeah, if you guys like the song, Browser, go check it out by Trey Rue on Spotify and all that other stuff. Sick, man. I love that. Appreciate you sending that in. All right, next up we got Dan Werkheiser. Drifting Away .v2 .mp or .wav. So, oh hey, it loaded. All right. He said, "Yo, what's up? This is me. I've been making a bunch of demos. Having trouble feeling like my mix is good enough to release, so I'd appreciate some tips." All right, I'm gonna give you some tips on the mix then. I like the guitars.
I'm feeling sick. My head's in a spin. I don't wanna hear the voice of a friend. Drifting away from you again.
The vocals sound good. Super clean.
Horse swing, raincoat, fist bump, American.
I think a little more compression on your vocals would help it to kind of fit with the instrumental a little bit better.
All I am is a mist, running back to him.
Yeah, this is super cool.
Again.
Ooh, a little piano. I think my one complaint that I have is with the drums. I would say that the hi-hats and like pretty much all the note hits just sound very robotic. Like there's not a whole lot of variation in the velocity or like the timing or anything. And if you do that, it'll help it to sound more human. So what I would do is every other hi-hat, lower the velocity or lower the volume, because when you play drums normally, you play it like so you want to try to recreate that kind of sound with your hi-hats instead of just being that will sound really robotic if it's like that. So that's a big thing. And then also just move this stuff so it's like not perfectly on the grid. Maybe it's a little bit before, maybe it's a little bit behind, because when you're like a human, you're not going to be playing everything perfectly on grid. So that will make a big difference if you do that, and just getting your drums to sound a little bit more humanized. Google Drive, doing the Google Drive thing. Of course, dude. Yeah, drums are really tough. If you don't play drums, it's hard to think about drums in a way where like a human is playing the drums. Like, what would it sound like in that scenario? You know?
Gives me peace I don't understand. Drifting closer to you again. You again.
This is super sick though, man.
Telephone's ringing and the devil's trying to pull you in.
Do I play video games? A little bit. I've been playing a little Minecraft lately.
There's a lighthouse making sure you're never coming back again.
Malaysian didgeridoo dubstep track.
All I
Got a few of those.
am is
Pretty common.
running back to him.
I would love to hear more of this part.
Lighthouse making sure you're
Doom, da, doom, 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 and all those melodies with the guitar in the background. I just love when you added those and it just fills out the track a bunch. Because I think there's certain parts where just having only the acoustic guitar can sound a little bit thin. So maybe even adding something else under there. Like, I think bass would also fill out the frequencies a little bit more. Because it doesn't sound like there's really any bass on this at all. So having some bass on there would be good. And even maybe just like a very, very tucked away kind of synth pad or something just to fill out the space a little bit more. But I think when you bring in all the other melodies with it might even be electric in there, that sounds really, really good to me. But yeah, this is great, man. I really like this a lot. Super cool, dude. All right, probably only gonna do a couple more here. But the next one we have Lift Off. Let's hear it. Oh, this is from Secret. Shout out to Secret C with Lift Off. Let's hear it. Oh yeah. This is sick. I would like to hear the drums be a little bit more present because it sounds like the drums are pushed back how I'm hearing them. So having them be just like down the center, mono, a little bit more present would sound really good. Because they're kind of smushed as it is. Is this an AI cover art? If this is an AI, whatever, you know, AI cover art, gets a down vote from me. AI bad.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds.
That's cool.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Dude, adding stuff like this to your tracks adds so much, man.
1. We have ignition.
Testing it out. Yeah, well, I think the test failed, but that's okay. This is sick, man. I like these drums better. Yeah, I agree. Having some really, really high energy drums after that vocal sample would sound good. That was cool, man. Heck yeah. I think, yeah, make these drums make these drums in this part sound like the drums in this part. Not like exactly the same, but have them be present and more down the middle, the way that the second drums were. And yeah, don't do this AI cover art shit. AI bad. But yeah, super cool, man. Loved it. I like that the retro style. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like Street Fighter, PS2 type of vibes. Super cool. All right, this is Alan once more. Hey, Alan here again. This one is more recent. Don't have any new music out. Once you do, nice. All right, let's hear it. I want No Wait. Let's get it. From Alan. Good. I think to elaborate on the AI thing, obviously AI anything is bad because it takes away from the people who like actually do the art. And also like robot art has like no soul. But also there's no way to get better at making cover arts and like improve your graphic design and your drawing or however you want to do your cover arts unless you actually do them. So focus on putting in the work to like actually do them and infusing your personality and your like artistic style into everything you do, whether it's cover art or whether it's your branding and like social media marketing and all that kind of stuff. Like put your own personality into it instead of just putting like fucking AI bullshit. I'm gonna do it because I wanted to do everything. Didn't want to do it too because I wanted. I don't really know what that means, but yeah, that's my spiel on the AI shit. I would like to hear some other instruments come in by this point. Yeah, like some shit like that, that's good, but that came in a minute after the song started, and I think like, I don't know, this could be like attention span's been ruined by short form content kind of thing, but I think it just sounds better if you don't have like a full minute of just the same pad sound playing over and over, you know? So bringing that in a little bit earlier and maybe some more melodies a little bit earlier would sound a bit better, I think. 100%, dude. I think Daniel Johnston is the perfect example of that. Like the cover arts are not particularly like, he's not he wasn't like an amazing artist, but they were just cool and it was his personality. It was just him, which I think is like the cool thing about art, you know, is that it doesn't have to be amazing or like crazy good. It's you know? Yeah, see like here, an easy little thing you can do is just add a little arpeggio. Like take those chords and just do do kind of thing, and adding that and like just layering up the song before you even lay out the beat, having just like 10 different melodic layers is really going to help you to lay out the track in a way that makes it so it doesn't get repetitive and so that you're not just like copy pasting 32 bars of stuff over and over. So yeah. Yeah, respect also. That's sick. Yeah, respect for branching out into like every genre possible. It's sick. I feel like it's wrong to use AI for music. I feel guilty using AI for some reason. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's because art is a very human thing, and when we add like robots into the mix, it just feels very wrong. What up, James? legend. What up, Neat Dookie? Sorry to pause it. I like this a lot, actually. Yeah, Trey, you can send more, but I just react to the songs in the order that they're sent in, unless somebody donates. Like the donations, those I listen to first, but everybody else I just listen to in order. So if you just send it in normally, it probably won't get played this stream. But I'm gonna be doing more streams and stuff. So don't want AI to take over. Yeah, I'm on the same page with you. Yeah, no worries. Recorded the first official recording of a song off my debut album. That's sick, man. I'm excited to hear. That second snare in there is a little weird. It kind of did not really fit very well. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, I feel like it's missing something, but I don't really know what that something is. Yeah, that's cool, man. I think the mix is a lot better. Your mixing got a lot better. Ableton stock drum kits, that's impressive also, the fact that you're able to make this with just Ableton stock sounds. But yeah, just adding some more melodies in there overall would help it to kind of keep it interesting throughout the whole thing. But yeah, I think this is really cool. I can see the improvement from the track that you sent before. Very much, I like this one very much, a lot better. Hi feezo man, just want to say thank you for all your tutorials. I'm new on making indie rock songs, and your videos have been helping me a lot, bro. Thank you. Heart. Thank you, man. I'm glad that my videos have been able to help you. That's what they're for. That's what I do them for. Let's see. What did music... Do you think it's okay to use AI to just make concept art for referencing and hire real artists to make it real art using their own artistic stuff? I feel like that's probably fine. But also, there's kind of like a little bit of like a beautiful thing that happens when you as a human being come up with an idea and like pull it out of the subconscious of the universe, like Rick Rubin talks about this a lot, where like you are just like an antenna for ideas. And so as long as you always have your antenna just open to receiving ideas, you're going to get inspiration and going to get ideas. And I think if you don't like put the pen to paper and go through that process of having the idea come out of whatever realm of being there is into your head, go through you, and then go into whatever medium, you are able to create on, whether it's, canvas, or whether it's like sculpting, or whether it's music, or whether it's whatever. If you don't go through that whole process, there's something that just is a little bit off about it. It's going to be like a little bit inhuman, and you're taking that part of like yourself and your own style and personality and like artistic talent out of the equation. Because I think it's not just the creation of the thing, it's also the creation of the idea, or not the creation of the idea, but like the conjuring of the idea. So I think it wouldn't be the worst thing ever, and I think it's more morally correct than just using AI for the whole thing. But at least in my opinion, I think it's important to go through the whole process just as a human and like experience the full thing, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is philosophical fees. Getting a little philosophical. Feezo, you're my Rick Rubin. Thank you. I try. Hope you like it, Fees Bear. Thank you. I'm sure I will. It's called Vitriol, I think. Cool cover art. So okay, so I like to say, I'm usually not a big fan of text on cover arts, but I think you did this one well, especially it being like hand drawn or whatever. It fits well. Let's hear it. This one's from Parsa. Got some Mac DeMarco vibes already. Cool, man. Your voice sounds really great. It's recorded and mixed really well. Yeah, you kind of have a Mac DeMarco look about you as well. This is sick, man. Yeah. Psychedelic. I could see that, but like when I hear this, I more so hear like this is influenced by Mac DeMarco. Like I don't think, oh yeah, this guy just copied Mac DeMarco. You know what I mean? Like it's Mac DeMarco vibe, but you made it your own thing. Yeah, I get a little bit of a Men I Trust vibe too. Especially with the bass line, very Men I Trusty. Dude, I mean, if this is old, like I'm excited to hear the new stuff you got. This is sick, man. I agree. Cool drums. I like when that ride comes in. Really good. Oh, this is the synths. Dude, I totally forgot about that until you reminded me. But that's sick. All these synths sound really good, actually. Hey, who recommended all these great synths that you're using? I could tell, admittedly, that the drums were FPC drums. I wasn't going to say anything, but they sound fine, admittedly. Oh, nice guitar. Yeah, that Arminator plugin's really good. I like that one a lot. Cool guitar, man. Very cool. I like this a lot. I think if I'm gonna get nitpicky with it, the guitar tone at the end was a little bit like thin sounding. Like I think it could have a little bit more body to it, just so that it kind of sticks out a little bit more and just has a little bit more like oomph. But so cool, man. This is just awesome. Yeah, I like that a lot. Very, very cool, dude. Also very cool that you used all the free synths and everything. All right, next up we got, I think this is probably going to be the last one that I do, ladies and gents. Oscar says, hey, Feezo, love your music and videos. Man, this video definitely needs either some more variety or some more vocals. Thanks. Feedback submission. Waiting for the rain, 118. I am waiting for the rain. There we go. There it is. I like that tone. Better be the best song I've ever heard. Wow. Big drums. This is from 13 Blades. Definitely needs vocals, yeah. I agree. I like that guitar part. The rain sound meshes really well. That's one thing I was going to touch on, is that I think that the drums are very I can tell that they're programmed because they sound a little bit robotic. And so I would give you the same advice that I've given a few other people, which is like adjust the velocities and adjust the timing a little bit on the drums so that it sounds a little bit more human. And a big way to do that is just every other, like I think you have a ride in there. Yeah, I think it's mostly that ride. Every other ride symbol, bring the volume / velocity down. Just because that's how you're gonna be hitting it naturally, like as a drummer playing it. So that's a big thing that'll help your drums sound a little bit more humanistic and such. Mix is not good looking back. I mean, the mix sounds pretty decent, honestly. It's definitely loud, but I don't really have complaints about it too much. Yeah, Secret. Do you take being called similar to another artist as a compliment or not? I don't, because they're saying my music doesn't sound like myself. But they could also be saying I sound good, so I don't know. Yeah, I think a general rule for life is to never assume that somebody means like ill intent by what they're saying. Because I feel like if you go through life assuming that somebody is not complimenting you, you're going to get into a lot of not good situations. So I think anytime somebody says anything in that regard, I always take it as a compliment. I get what you're saying, though, because sometimes I definitely feel that as well when somebody's like, oh, this sounds like this guy. And then I'm like, oh, but I want it to sound like me, not like that guy. But that's just like a lot of people have that kind of like associative thing when it comes to like listening to music or listening to anything, or even like movies, whatever. When people consume stuff, they want to compare it and want to say like this is like something. And also certain people will say something is like something else, or they think it sounds like something else, when it really like is so subjective. Like somebody else might think completely differently. Like I saw somebody say Deftones in here. Like I could hear Deftones, but like somebody else might not say Deftones. So it's just, yeah, I mean, if somebody says, oh, it sounds like Mac DeMarco, think about it like this. If I say your song sounds like Mac DeMarco, it's because I like Mac DeMarco a lot and I listen to his music. Like I know what his music sounds like, and I'm a fan, which means that naturally, if your music sounds like it, I would like your music too. So naturally, it's a compliment. I think anytime somebody says that, and even in chat, a lot of people say like, "Oh, this sounds like X, Y, and Z person," like in the best way possible. Because I think just most people go through life trying to be nice at least, so it's gonna be a compliment most of the time. And I think really the only way to make something like completely new that doesn't sound like anything at all is to either listen to no music at all ever or listen to every single possible genre of music, which both of those things are impossible. So you're always going to make something that sounds like something else. But as long as you're happy with your music, that's really all that matters. The audience should always come last, you know? If that answers that question. Does get to me a little bit, but people love Mac DeMarco, and if they say it sounds similar to someone people love, it's a really good thing. Yeah, exactly, man. That's the thing. It's like, you know, Mac DeMarco is, I would say, probably the biggest indie artist in the world. And so the fact that people are comparing you to him is good. I think also there is a time when somebody's like, oh, this, if it sounds exactly like the person that you are inspired by, then like you kind of want to branch off a little bit more and maybe take inspiration from more places. Because the thing is, all right, if you let's say you sound exactly like Mac DeMarco right now, but you start listening to maybe some jazz music, you start listening to a bunch of classical music, you start listening to a bunch of other artists, you'll start taking inspiration from those things, and it kind of just morphs and becomes something totally different. It becomes your own thing eventually anyways. So yeah, I mean, just keep listening to as much music as possible. That's my kind of mindset, is just listen to a bunch of different stuff, and it's all going to culminate into your style, you know, and it's going to be you, because that's really what your style is. It's like the stuff that you like and the stuff that you don't like, that is your style. So constantly compare things. Yeah, exactly, man. Humans are very associative, you know, because the thing is, and this is how this is throughout like history, when we see something that we can't like relate to something else, we are like, whoa, this is weird. Like, I don't like this. Something like totally new and different. It's like, I don't want to say scares us, but that's the best way to put it. It puts us off as humans because we want to have something be familiar. Like, we like things to be familiar because it makes our brain feel comfortable. And so when something is so wildly different, people a lot of times turn away from it. You know, you'll see this so many times with trends and with other things, you know, throughout history. At first, people are like, oh, this is weird, I don't like this. And then eventually they come around and everybody likes it. So, yeah, it's just, human psychology is just a funny thing, man. But yeah, that was my little rant, my human psychology rant. I think psychology is very, very interesting. Just the way that people think and the way that people act and interact with each other. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this stream. Thank you guys for hopping in here. As always, it was a fun one. I'll probably be doing some more streams in the near future because I like just getting on here and just chatting and hanging out with you guys. But yeah, love you guys. You guys are the best. Catch you in the next one. Peace.